What's up, people? It's Naturegirl 30 here, and this is my raw review for September 17th. Now, as you can see from the title above, yes, it's back to school with the Nature Girl, and I want to just literally just talk about this first, this promo that Damien Sandow actually did lay upon us. But I am not going to lay heavily into this guy because, of course, it's in his character to be pompous and to act like like he's larger than life and suffer from delusions of grandeur. It's a given. I know that, but I have to talk about these definitions. I'm sorry. I would not have minded if he actually just stuck to his same old promo by just spouting out a whole bunch of SAT words that nobody really knows anything about. But the fact of the matter is, his biggest mistake was okay with me. If you talk about definitions of a word, I'm going to have to find a dictionary, pull it out, and literally find every word you say to see what the definitions truly are and if you use it correctly. I'm weird like that. And as you can see right here, this is my American Heritage College Dictionary that I had in college that I literally pulled out for this promo. So before I actually get into my review, let's talk about some of the definitions that Sandow talked about, shall we? Okay. One of the definitions that he talked about happens to be uh, was it termidity and temerity. Temerity means foolhardy disregard for anger. I'm not entirely sure if he used that definition right, but I know I'm weird. I'm sorry. I am really, really, really weird like that, but seriously, it's just something that bothered me. Now, the next one that he actually did bring up was miscreant. Now, miscreant, an evildoer, a villain, infidel, or a heretic. Now, um, I'm not sure if he meant to use it in terms of idiot, but I guess they can probably be considered villains, so maybe I would just let that slide. Okay, the next one that really has bothered me because I know he's been using this wrong. And yes, it's just stupid of me. So I know I'll probably get a lot of people leaving comments saying get a life, but I don't care. I just really want to talk about this. The one word that has bothered me the most, he's used a lot in his promos, was martyr. Now I'm going to tell you what the definition of martyr is. One who chooses to suffer death rather than renounce religious principles, one who makes great sacrifices or suffers for such a belief, cause, or principle, one who suffers greatly, one who makes a great show of suffering to arouse sympathy, to make a martyr of, or to be put to death for religious beliefs, or to inflict great pain upon or torment. We all know he's using this wrong, but I'm sorry. I just had to do it. And okay, there's one more word, and then that's it. This is the classic word that he always used, and this is ignoramus. So obviously he is using ignoramus right. Ignoramus is a noun, and it means an ignorant person. So in a way, he is kind of using it right. But I had to pull out my dictionary, man. I had to because he decided to put definitions in his promo. So I had to be an idiot and I had to pull this out. So, I mean, I'm sorry. I had to be a moron, but you're welcome. But anyway, moving on to the review of the night. Okay. I have to say, besides that promo and besides the actual subway backstage scene that they had, that was pretty much the most interesting thing of this night. The one word that I can definitely describe for this entire show was mediocre. Seriously, completely ordinary, nothing really special about it. And if you want to pull out a dictionary for what I just said, go right ahead. But it just really wasn't anything special coming from this Raw, and I guess you really wouldn't expect it coming from a filler pay-per-view such as the Night of Champions. Honestly, I don't know. You were kind of expecting the whole controversy, but from what happened with CM Punk and John Cena to happen that night to actually talk about it and it's a given that it was going to be pretty much talked about a lot. But it's funny how John Cena was like, okay, the thing, I just didn't really agree on how it ended on a draw, but we need to see who the real champion would win, who really would win the match. In the end, yeah. Once again, it ended on a bad call. Seeing how that the ref did not see CM Punk's leg being on the ropes. Once again, it ended on a bad call, and this crap continues. My guess is that it's probably going to continue until Hell in a Cell, because The Rock is going to be coming back and he's actually facing the champion at the Royal Rumble. So I'm thinking that this is going to probably end before then. But good grief. I mean, yeah, this has to be the way to end. But I guess it's the fact that everyone's kind of sick of Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio. We all know they're going to put on a great match, just like they did the night before. But do we really want to see a rematch of them again? No. So in all, it was going to be John Cena regardless. So I really wasn't all that completely amazed by it. But I have to say that the match that really impressed me the most, and it usually has been for the last few weeks, was anything with Randy Orton in it. Seriously. Randy Orton has really stepped up his game, not only for the pay-per-views, but he also stepped up his game for the primetime shows. I guess because maybe he does, in a way, have a lot riding on his career since he made a lot of mistakes, especially the fact that he got kicked out for the second time being caught by the use of weed and from the wellness policy. So in a way, he kind of has a lot to lose. So he has to step up his game. So, but he really did when he actually did face Tensai tonight. It happens to be a really good match. And interesting to see how Damien Sandow is going to actually start a feud with Zack Ryder. They've had a feud for a while, but I thought it was squashed, but I guess they're building it back up again. And honestly, Zack Ryder and Damien Sandow would be the best fit, because it would be maybe an idiot savant versus actually just an idiot versus a savant. So I guess that's a better way of putting it. So it would really be a good feud between those two, to be honest with you. But honestly, it was pretty ordinary. That, I mean, I'm really trying to find like something that stands out from this show that can picture like anything that's in my mind. I'm trying to bring it out and make it stand out. Trying to find something that stood out in the show that can make me remember it. But I really can't, except for the segment that pissed me off the most, and this is always gonna piss me off, is Kane. Kane has been completely downgraded as a monster, and it's something I'm not thrilled about. I'm not thrilled about my monster being downgraded and pretty much completely just his reputation is being stomped on day in, day out. It's not something I'm really thrilled about, and I'm still not thrilled about the hugging it out segment. I really wish it would end. But honestly, there really wasn't anything that I could just pull out and be like, this is amazing. Seriously, there's nothing. So honestly, the main word I can definitely say about this is mediocre. This was a very mediocre show. It wasn't bad. It was just so-so. There really wasn't anything that could really stand out, and I'd be like, this is great. But hopefully, they'll do a lot better next week. But I honestly want to hear what you guys have to say about this. What is your textbook definition word that describes this show for tonight? I want to know. Leave your comments in the comment section below. If you want to send me a video response, I am all for that as well. I am curious to hear what you guys think about this. This is Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out. See you later.